Okay, so before we get started, I did the winter dissection, and then I decided to cut it in half like you said at the beginning just because it was easier to see. So down here is the apex of the heart. It comes to a point, it's easily found, and it's very muscular because of all the blood flow and contracting and constricting. And then at the top is what you would call the base, and that's where the blood vessels enter in and leave the heart also. Before we open the heart up, you can tell the left from the right because the left side, when you press down on it, compresses way more than the left side does. And that's because the left side has stronger walls since it pumps blood to circulate the whole body, and both the left and right ventricle force blood into the aorta or pulmonary arteries. And then when we open it up, the right atrium, that's right here. Oh, let me get this. The right atrium is right here, and when I poke through the right atrium, you can see the tricuspid valve right there, which prevents the blood from flowing back into the right atrium. And in the right atrium, it receives blood from the veins, from the body. And then we already talked about what the right ventricle does. So it goes right atrium, the tricuspid valve, and then the right ventricle. And then up here we have the semi-lunar valve, which you have to cut the wall of the aorta, which is the largest artery, and then right in front of that is the pulmonary trunk. And in the pulmonary semi-lunar valve, that prevents the blood from entering the right ventricle. So then going back to the left atrium, from the left atrium, it goes into the bicuspid valve, which is also known as the mitral valve. Then we have the left ventricle, which has more muscles than the right because it pumps and circulates blood to the whole entire body. And then the bicuspid valve is connected by these little muscle fibers. Oh, I already cut half of them, but it's connected by the muscle fibers, choriida tendency, and the papillary muscle. The choriida is known as a heartstrings, as it kind of just looks kind of like pieces of floss just hanging out. And then from there, the papillary muscle anchors these tendons, so the papillary muscle is right here, to the actual valve, which is right there.